speak a little bit about 3 different tools that parents can use to stay more involved in your academic, your child's academic work. This is not specific to my class. This is kind of across the board for all teachers. I'm going to use my website to kind of walk you through one tool, which is the Teacher Digital Portfolio. And as you know, all teachers at Animas High School have a website, or what we call a digital portfolio. This is my homepage. On my homepage, you'll find daily blogs. This is where I'm going to be posting daily lesson plan agendas and links to resources, documents, and readings that we're doing in class. I will be updating that usually the evening before class, and students can access the agenda if they miss class. It's a really great way for them to catch up, stay caught up on work. It's also a great way for parents, you all, to stay involved in what your students are doing on a day-to-day basis in class. So I'm going to get to the why of that in a second. I also have a page for projects, and so I'll be teaching 4 projects this year. That page will have detailed information on all 4 of those projects. My course syllabus is here. You'll be able to consult that. And then I'll have a page for homework and the calendar for the year. The homework will be for the week for students to see, and the calendar is something that is a live Google Calendar that all the junior teachers will be putting main assessments and big deadlines for students, and they'll be able to see that on a month-by-month basis. So this is the project homepage. On the top of that block banner, you can click that, and it'll go to more detailed individual pages for each of the 4 projects. This will be a database for students to be able to access all the documents, readings, etc. that we're working on for that project. And they'll be updated kind of throughout the year as those evolve. And again, parents, this is a place for you to be able to check and see, what are you guys doing in this morality and politics and justice? Check out some readings that your students are doing. And that will allow you to be more involved, because consistently, student involvement is one of the top 3 indicators for, parent involvement is one of the top 3 indicators for student success in schools. So we're just trying to provide you all with some tools to help your students succeed. One other tool, which kind of helps you access the daily blog on my website and other teachers' websites as well more quickly, is an RSS feed. Just show of hands, who's familiar with an RSS feed and knows how it works? Great. Shannon, can you explain what an RSS feed is?
I don't really know what it stands for, but when you subscribe to it, basically shows an update of every blog post you get sent to your email.
Great. Yeah, so you can go online, you can search RSS extension feed, and you can get a little app that goes on your web browser, and you can link to any one of our teachers' daily blogs, and every time we do a new blog post, students and parents, it'll show you, and you can click and go directly to that day's lesson plan or to that announcement about an upcoming quiz, etc. So it's just one way to kind of remind you and more conveniently access that information. And again, this is kind of, you can click next slide, to enable you to have conversations of substance with your children. So that when they come home from school and you're sitting around the dinner table, you're not just saying, "Oh, how was school?" And they're like, whatever. Lame. We didn't do anything. You can be like, "Oh, well, actually, I saw that you read this really interesting article on the difference between law and justice and Ashley Humanities class. The author seemed really biased. Like, what do you think? How did you work through his bias? What do you think about that? Oh, and I have this book that you might want to read that, supplements that, right? So you can really reinforce what your child's learning in class. And I remember doing this with my dad at dinner when I was in high school, and mostly with my English paper topics. I remember we always have these discussions at dinner, like the difference between fate and personal control, which really governs our life, as I'm kind of preparing for one of my English papers. And I vividly remember these discussions and like what we were eating, where we were sitting. And it certainly, reinforced what I was learning and helped me to kind of think more deeply and meaningfully about the subject. So I'd encourage you guys to do that. And one last tool, pretty basic here, is a free app for your smartphones to be able to have PowerSchool directly on your phone, so that you can kind of stay up to date and know students are just like, what are you doing out here? My first day of class is going to be a little rough now, but that's okay. I'm willing to take that risk. So yeah, you'll have this app. You can stay up to date on how your students are doing, because grades are an indicator of not just how your student is doing academically, but maybe behaviorally and socially. So it's just another way to kind of keep them in that. So thank you for your time.